Hey, what's up, guys? Compliments of the season. Nah, man, I'm excited, man. So yeah, man, it's like our first episode for 2024. Shout out, oh man, Mighty Ecliptic Live with you. So today, man, so excited, man. I got the OG. Oh man, been bumping his EPs from back in the day that he did with Super. I mean, that he did with Safe. Yeah, man. I got Supah Mpondo. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for him. Let's just see if he's on. Okay, there we go.
Is there something I should
OG,
be doing? Yeah, what's up, man?
what's up, G?
Proper, your side.
Oh, I'm good, man. How
How does this
you
work?
been? Yeah, I see you
Just
now.
tilted.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, your side.
Okay.
All right. That was a bad idea. Don't mind me.
Sure, OG. Welcome to Pop Nation TV,
Hey,
man.
peace,
Otherwise,
peace. I'm glad. It's never
I'm good, man. It's an honor to have you here, man. Thanks for giving us the time, opportunity to speak with you.
word.
Can you
Well,
hear me?
yeah, loud and clear.
For sure, man. For sure. So yeah, man. Just tell us about yourself, OG. As Andile Nyembe is here and growing up in Eastern Cape.
Uh, yeah, but yeah, I did. Grew up in Eastern Cape, designer. Um, what else? I'm trying to think of something interesting beyond just a typical black experience. Uh,
Nah, man.
yeah,
Just so good, so
no,
good.
yeah. It can be a question-led conversation. I don't really talk much about
For sure.
myself enough to, be able to contribute with just you asking one question and then I expand.
All right. But
Word,
how
word.
was it like then? You growing up in Eastern Cape? Tell us about yourself.
Uh, yeah, man, no, it's all good. Yeah. Come from a large family.
Mm,
Um, yeah, so there's that element of constantly interacting with people.
mm,
And man, you take your personality from those closest to you, be it your older brothers, and then your brain develops, and then you consciously take other things elsewhere, be it through
mm,
reading or be it through consciously consuming specific kinds of music or literature. So yeah, but beyond that, yeah, it's the regular black experience, from a black community. So yeah,
yeah,
nothing far removed from normal.
for sure. So how did you get into poetry and hip hop?
Hmm, how did I? With rapping, um, I'm more surprised that there are people who listen to rap as young kids and like never decide to rap, even if they start rapping and they stop rapping.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah.
mm,
Do you rap?
yeah, I do.
All right.
Lucky
Do you?
guess.
All right. Do you know anyone who's a genuine fan and hasn't tried rapping once?
Um, Only one. The guy who introduced me to the rap music and hip hop. That's the
Uh
only
huh.
guy I know that never tried rapping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, now that you mentioned it, my oldest brother,
yeah,
who introduced me to like hip hop,
mm,
yeah, has never written a rhyme in his life. That's my
yeah,
OG right there. Yeah,
yeah,
but he's the one who introduced me to basically everything I'm a fan of. Uh, like and he had actual copies of like CDs, like MF Doom CDs. Well, he still has
wow.
them, but I mean, who plays CDs now? So that person has never rapped,
Mm,
which is interesting. But yeah, so there's that. I mean, it's like a language. Eventually, you
yeah,
adapt it. Yeah, and then you stick around because that has been you for the longest.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like my answers are vague, but that's because I feel like we have a shared experience. You know,
yeah.
both of us being rappers. So yeah,
Do
like
you do you think maybe it's because of? Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Do you think maybe it's because of like with the older generation, they knew what they were good at. Maybe that's why you're able to find hip hop fans that don't rap. Or is it maybe because now it's so popular and maybe there might be trying to find an identity to maybe figure out maybe do we qualify to be hip hop as hip hop artist or not?
I think I'm not actually fully sure that he has never tried to rap because I
Yeah,
do have someone else who liked hip hop when we were younger. And when I was
yeah,
still writing my first raps, and obviously they were terrible, but he said he can write a better verse, and he tried, and it was like proper garbage. So while everyone can try, not everyone can rap. And people will say,
yeah,
music is subjective or whatever.
yeah,
To which, I don't believe that. I believe something is good and something is garbage. Now, the
yeah,
good stuff has multiple versions of it,
yeah,
and also the garbage stuff has multiple versions of it. But
yeah,
most definitely, if you're all children and we're writing and we're still starting out, it's definitely
yeah,
garbage, right?
yeah, true.
So the the skill set of it, you you even if there are people even with like ghost writers.
Yeah,
You can tell when a person has a ghostwriter after when you now know how to rap. Like it's like
yeah,
when I listened to what Puff Daddy Bad Boy Anthem.
yeah,
He's offbeat in a non-artistic way, and you can tell this guy,
yeah,
despite having the best writers, cannot rap.
true.
So I even forgot what the question was, but yeah, that's definitely the answer to it.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. But what was there a particular moment that you remember and you were like, you know what, um, this is for me?
It's not a this is for me, but it's more like this is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because it's not like a profession or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot.
Mm,
So, but there are like key defining moments where I think with everyone, where within your craft you you realize you're not good enough, and so you aspire to be better at it.
yeah.
So it would be for me like first time I got introduced to cannabis,
Yeah.
realize my vocabulary is not where it's supposed to be with regards
Mm,
to the writing part,
mm,
uh, and also just like the delivery of it,
mm,
and then you get to hear doom, and then you realize you can be nuanced rather than trying to emphasize every single part of like you can be brilliant without being overtly trying to be impressive.
Yeah.
And so with regards to like just the technical aspect, or like even like the rapping in itself,
Mm,
that's that's where taking it seriously, I think
mm,
that was like the most pivotal point of it. But there are multiple people from
mm,
the Loud Records era, the Rockers era, Stones
mhm,
Throw,
mm,
etc., etc.
mm.
So yeah, I would attribute it to that.
For sure, for sure. And so how was it like? I mean, you also moving to Durban and then doing arts there via school. Do you think that also contributed to developing you as an artist?
Oh yeah, definitely. Kin artist does with kin artist. The that developed me like as an artist, like the practitioner in itself.
Yeah.
So because that it was like constantly working out. But I believe
Mm,
wherever I would land with regards to now just practicing rap I think everyone naturally attracts their people wherever they land.
yeah.
So the move to Durban, it could have been a move to, Cape Town, Joburg, Polokwane, wherever. I still
Mm,
would have found hip hop where I landed. But again, yes, definitely like Ken Artist. That was a pivotal moment that
mm,
that's more like if I were to say a local influence
mm,
and like grooming and solidifying the seriousness of, this whole art thing.
mm,
That's where that is. And the I read the most when I was in Durban. That's when I really started to like read because I did a lot of rapping a cappella, which was
mm,
considered poetry.
mm,
So if you're gonna be doing that, you need to be, saying something
mm, mm,
significant, not that
mm,
we hide behind instrumentals, but the words alone need to be adequate to carry whatever it is that you're trying to pass
mm,
on. So
mm.
yeah, that was definitely important. I believe I've mentioned this in various places as well.
Really?
Yeah, I
Maybe,
think so.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
maybe.
I haven't been to various places, so let me not say it like that. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because hey, man, yeah, via the hip hop movement, really, yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But do you think enough there's enough that's being done with developing young people into joining the arts?
What do you mean by joining the arts?
In terms of maybe them go like for like similar to your experience, like you going to varsity and being introduced to arts and um other also maybe other platforms for developing artists as well.
Well, I mean, when you phrase it like that, it kind of makes it seem like I went to study art,
Yeah.
whereas yeah, whereas I went there because I passed grade 12, and then was accepted into varsity to do commercial studies, which is what I
Mm,
did.
mm,
So uh, I need to like always emphasize that this is not a job. Not that, if you want me to come do it for you, I'll come do it for free. But this isn't a career.
yeah,
This is like an extension of me. So
yeah,
if no one like I don't if you played soccer as a kid, I
yeah,
think you would and you understand the health benefits of it. you should naturally, you would likely, if you reach another place, you would continue doing it because that's you, and you would find other people that are interested in soccer. So, well, not to make it seem like art and soccer are the same thing, but I don't think if we're trying to win over more people into doing art, the the primary question is why. So why are you trying to draw people in? Is it to try remove them from poverty? Because if so, there are multiple better things they can, more documented successful ways of obtaining imali. So I wouldn't even want to be part of anything that implies that you need to draw more young people into art, because now rapping is like being an influencer. People get tricked into this fake lifestyle and everybody wants to go do it, whereas in the reality of it is this person is making money elsewhere, and sometimes that elsewhere is not even that pretty, but they will flash a lifestyle in front of you. So I wouldn't say I want to. So if you can show the benefits of doing art in the same way that you can show the benefits of using a bin so that your environment is not dirty, that is, if you're able to show that, then those it's like those benefits, not everything is monetary, but now we I think as a society we're a bit too cynical for anything that is not providing some form of gratification, whereas something should be just important because it is important in itself, and it existing isn't there to serve you in a way that will make you in the what's the word I'm looking for, in the capitalist sense. I didn't want to use this word, but if you can, so if it can be that, then yeah, that's how you draw more people in. But if they've already found that elsewhere as well, I wouldn't particularly mind there being a scarcity of rappers going forward. Because if you don't see the seriousness of it, why you need not be a part of it. Now I sound like I'm gatekeeping. Luckily, I'm not in a position to block anyone's progress. So yeah, these are just my opinions. But yeah, man, I don't think there's a shortage of new rappers. It keeps evolving, and people keep finding things that are good about it, and so it keeps evolving. Yeah, no, I don't always. We won't always agree with what it evolves into or devolves into, but still, it will supersede our existence. Damn, I sound old. Anyway, yeah, man.
Yeah. So you speaking about evolving, yeah. what are your thoughts on
Boy,
with hip hop
now,
being 50 in South African hip hop being 40 years old? Do you think
no, you're cutting.
oh, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's always the
yeah,
weird thing about these Teams tab conversations. You won't
yeah,
be audible. Once you say, "Can you hear me now?" It's clear, and then you resume talking again. Anyway, but
yeah,
try it. Do my man.
yeah. I was saying, man, uh, you mentioned a very important word, with us evolving. I mean, considering that hip hop is 50 years old, and then South African hip hop is 40 years old, do you think we're heading in the right direction at the moment, or are there certain
Where
things we could fix?
uh, I don't. Okay, I cannot confirm the age of hip hop. Um, Direction. I don't know, man. I don't. I'm not like that clued up in like the pulse of hip hop to be able to
Yeah,
speak on it so holistically,
yeah,
like about direction. Or
yeah,
yeah, because
yeah,
the same way I said, at a certain age you start developing your own personality.
yeah,
I have been everything that I listen to is like deliberate. So
mm,
I don't know, like, whereas there was a time when everything came to me, like, be it via radio or via,
mm,
my brother introducing me to music or just
mm,
being around people and they're playing their own music. But
mm,
now everything I hear is almost accidental. And once I hear it, I will zone in on that one thing
yeah,
for the longest time. So,
yeah,
yeah, this is more a question of like, it shouldn't even be like a question for, someone who makes music. It should be a question for maybe you, like a person
yeah,
who's studying and trying to assess the pulse of, music. But
yeah,
also
yeah,
not even a question, more like a study that is
mm,
presented with evidence, and then
mm,
everyone can read that study, and there'll be
mm,
some form of peer review, and we assess
mm,
whether or not this is a true
mm,
reflection of what
mm,
hip hop is.
mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
But don't you think maybe it would have been better because of like with because it's you guys as the rappers, and you guys are the ones that have the more of the experience of the culture than those who are writing and and publishing, sometimes. So sometimes our views are
Mm-hmm.
different. It's kind of like the same thing when you said with soccer, right? Because um
Yeah.
the person, the audience that's watching the game, and the person and the players on the field, they see things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe if both of us maybe had a way of bringing both of our views and experiences, maybe um I don't know, that we would get to understand each other's views or so. That was my thought.
Oh, so because whichever time I look at, but also I feel like now I'm reversing what I said. Where I said evolving or devolving,
Yeah.
but there will always be something
Mm, mm,
from
mm.
a personal preference that
Yeah.
I like really like at a specific time,
Yeah.
and so the stuff that I like, that I dislike, or the
Mm,
stuff that I like. I'm not like as immersed as I once was,
mm,
I think because I specifically playing, the phone, everything is just distributed in small bites. So I don't know enough. Like everything, I'm kind of familiar with it, but I don't know enough of people's catalog to talk about their
Yeah.
work, or I don't know
Yeah.
enough of like even if there's like an actual genre, a new genre that has emerged
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
The one thing though, from just now a practitioner that I note is that a lot of people have never ciphered, and it's evident.
Mm.
So yeah, they've never been like just be around
Mm. Okay. Oh gosh.
and see if
OJ.
it resonates with them.
Yeah.
I paused a bit because your screen went black.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but yeah, man. I think
Sure.
so. I don't know.
But do you
Did you
think
get what you needed
that
from that question?
yeah, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. But do you think there are certain things maybe within the culture that we did from back in the day that you think should be still like a foundation? Is that your response? Because you mentioned also, I mean, that it's evident that some kids are they've never been in a cipher. Do you think it's crucial to still have it as a foundation?
Yes, but not as ciphers though, where you go where it's like some form of corporation
Yeah.
or whatever. It's like people. What's the word I'm looking for? There isn't any arts community.
Mm.
See, because that's what a cipher is. There isn't any arts community. Everyone is in isolation, and
Mm.
they're trying to grow their page. And then the
Mm.
people who hold arts organizations, like
Mm.
they be it once in a while, MTV base will have
Mm.
show. MTV base, that's still a channel, right?
Yeah. Still a
I don't
channel.
have a TV. All right. So MTV base will have some form of cipher competition, and then you have, whereas you can just
Ochi, think I lost you again.
it's just not the actual thing, and also but not to refer like to speak in nostalgia either,
Mm.
because with battling, for example,
Mm.
the fact that battles are no longer freestyles, I personally, no, let me not even say I personally, in they are better than the freestyles
Mm.
because people cannot freestyle. If you
Mm.
go back and you assess
Mm.
what people said as a freestyle,
Mm.
because with a freestyle, you need an instrumental.
Yeah.
And so now, if you're going to go up there on some Muhammad Ali and make it performance piece, that's more
Mm.
like slam poetry now. And so
Yeah.
that direction is way more trickier
Yeah.
than looking at a person and or saying back what they said about you.
Mm.
So that direction of it, but also the flaw with
Mm.
that as well is that
Mm.
rappers don't rap anymore. There needs to be, a camera
Mm.
or not. I don't know, man. I don't want to sound. I feel like I sound nostalgic and old.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not around enough
Mm.
to speak about, what everyone else is doing. Everyone
Mm.
is retreated to their small corner. Likewise with
Mm.
myself.
Mm.
But it's always false to make it seem like there was once a peak when we
Mm.
were well, let me not say when certain people were
Mm.
participating or interested in, rap music. Because when you
Yeah.
go back and assess the things that you called classics when you were 16 or 17,
Mm.
you realize, no, this wasn't a very good simile.
Mm.
This was, I just didn't know enough to be a critique.
Mm.
So now, so yeah, so modern, right at this moment, there's a lot of people making artistic leaps, but
Mm.
everyone just gets stuck in their supposed era. I don't even know how you can even call your participation in your small little corner in the era, because there was a time
Mm.
where media was only television and radio. So people
True.
would use the word South African hip hop, whereas they're referring to something that's happening in the small corners of Johannesburg or Pretoria.
Mm. Mm.
Whereas you're like, okay, so apart from Proverb, which other MC from Kimberley is there? Or is Proverb
Mm.
the only rapper from Kimberley?
Mm. True.
So with
Mm.
and now with every other province.
Mm.
So that is my only gripe with it is that person will refer to history whereas they're referring to something that happened specifically to them.
Mm.
And yeah.
For sure. For sure. But how is it like you being a better rapper when you are doing scrambles for money, if I remember, right?
No, I've never done a scrambles for money. I've battled people who were in scrambles.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. Never went there.
Yeah.
But are
Mm.
you asking how battling
Yeah.
was like?
Yeah.
And you're speaking in past tense as well. I mean, if the mood hit me, I could still battle someone. Uh, battling. I
Yeah.
mean, battling is like is the same as with poetry. Um,
Yeah.
it's just like an extension of rapping, offbeat. So now I'm just instead of now trying to be picturesque and you know taking my vocabulary and painting something um, that evokes some form of I don't know in-depth feeling. Now I'm just taking
Hmm.
that same rapping and adding aggression and insulting someone. So
Mm.
battle battling in itself, I feel like a lot of people. Nah, and there's no two ways. Do I know no data now? But anyway, I feel like there isn't that same need. You need to like know, what you're. If you're gonna talk about something, you need to know
Mm.
it. You like a pharmacist can't
Mm.
just be handing out pills with no in-depth knowledge of how they work.
Mm.
Now, a lot of people haven't studied like it's like this generic word for figures of speech, like bars.
Mm. Mm.
It's not just that. The word bar, there are tons of, which one is a bar? Is it a simile? Is it a metaphor?
Mm.
Which figure of speech is
Speech is
this?
it? Mm.
So
Mm.
basically, so now eh, there is no, like, there's not enough. And even then, like, I'm not the best person to hold this conversation with because, I'm not the
Mm.
biggest battle rap fan.
Mm.
Hell, I don't even watch
Mm.
my own battles. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm
But
saying wow. I'm surprised.
nah, I like beats too much, I think.
Oh.
Anyway, there isn't like enough curiosity, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason we respect cannabis is because he was curious, and with that curiosity, he went to further, like, leaps to try. I don't even think he was doing that to refine his craft. I just think that's who he was as a person. But nonetheless, him having gone to those leaps allowed him to write stuff from an angle that other people cannot. So now, with a lot of like battle rappers, it's as if you're just sounding like a battle rapper.
Mm.
Like you saw someone battle, and now you're like, this is what battle rap sounds like, and that's you are a version of, rather than you being
Mm.
yourself.
Mm.
Yeah, and
Mm.
that's unfortunate.
I feel you. I feel you. And then I mean, and also you also touched about with uh with the arts and not enough artistic forms or platforms for many kids. How is it like? I mean, you having the opportunity of creating plays and also doing the music coordinating.
Oh, music coordinating. That was Ken Artist.
Mm.
Yeah, that was just their succession plan. I don't
Yeah.
even know why they chose me. Cause I've stopped, but I chopped a lot of people down. It's like, yeah, I don't like that. Oh, and then yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe it was nah. I can't say I was going mad with power because I
Mm.
even without that, I've told them. I used to tell a lot of people they are whack before it became a thing. But now it's hate speech, so I don't tell people they are whack. I just walk away and make sure I never listen to them again. So there's that. With EU, the play that
Mm.
was O Ufosmo's Parati. I
Mm.
forgot what the yeah, that was current state of poetry.
Mm.
Um, and then I didn't know him then, like know him personally, but then eventually
Mm.
that grew into yeah that that grew to be one of my peoples.
Mm.
So the I think it's just a case of him looking at a person and going, if you can write this, then you can write that.
Mm.
So yeah, we wrote that play. It was more like poetry. It was me and Moscow. Um,
Mm.
yeah, that's what that was. But
Yeah.
what I've noted is, and this is why a lot of people need to go outside, is that when you're active,
Mm.
naturally
Mm.
things happen.
Mm.
it's just a case of you are outside. So yeah, if people can see you, they can talk to you and talk you into doing things. There isn't really any form of like actual grinding that you need to go through. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. And so with your music projects, what was your first EP like with Safe, the first one? Because I
My first,
remember, yeah, the Safe and Supah EP.
which one is that? Imbab?
Uh, I remember one of the homies once gave me the track. He was it the bad guy, and I
Oh no,
remember, yeah,
that's not Safe Cuts. That's Thor Odd Sounds. My younger brother.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that was with him playing in mud. He's probably one of the
Mm,
best beat makers I ever met. But
mm,
I say that because I used to make beats, and then
mm,
like his beats, when he started making them, they were so good that I stopped making beats.
mm,
You know?
mm,
So yeah. So that was him, and
mm,
we made a project called Playing in Mud. I
mm,
think that was like the last. If someone were to ask me, "Can I rap?" That's what I
mm,
would play them. Even like right
mm,
now, I think that
mm.
he brought the rapper out of me.
Wow.
Yeah. That yeah, and
Mm,
then yeah, but I've also created some music with Safe Cuts, two projects.
mm,
Um,
mm, mm.
yeah, Safe and Super.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
yeah. So like with your music, have you always been like the type of artist that always addresses controversial issues? Because I even remember there was a track where you did like I think a woman being molested or raped.
oh,
Yeah, the going to in football man, yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah.
but that was more than just about that, though. That was
Mm,
yeah, but because it's such like a central. That was like about uh, you know black community and also
mm,
the inner city, but more like
mm, mm,
the taxi rank part of it.
mm,
So
mm,
it just so happens that the part that stands out the most, or like a central theme, is
mm,
the abuse of women.
mm,
Uh, so that's what that was about. But I wouldn't even
mm,
use the word controversial.
mm,
It's just, yeah, it's just a reflection of our society. It's like if someone were to
mm,
write a song about, the how corrupt our politicians are. That's not controversial.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
reflection of our
yeah,
society.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
So yeah, I don't like deliberately.
Mm,
I don't even think of it as controversial. I'm just stating
mm,
my opinion. Like the same conversation you would have with someone. It's the same
mm,
conversation I will have over an instrumental. Well, a monologue.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Good. So now, because I saw you released your new EP, Unskippable Ads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell us about
Yeah,
that.
with Unskippable Ads, as with Storm Looper.
Mm,
Uh, yeah, that was, I think we did that last year, beginning of last year.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's the first time we linked up. And yeah, it's about that. Not particularly good at explaining my music, but sort. Um, so just to accommodate short attention spans, there used to be a time when things they used to play, like radio would play songs
Mm.
so as to draw people in,
Mm.
and then even today they do that. They play popular songs to draw people in, and then
Mm.
put adverts so they
Mm.
get ad revenue because now
Mm.
you have drawn people in.
Mm.
Now they put adverts on everything.
Mm.
Whether it's popular or it's not popular. And those
Mm.
adverts, it's not revenue coming to people that
Mm.
actually create the work, because if you're on the charts, you get some form of royalty. So you get a small, like a
Mm.
fragment of what those ads are. And
Mm.
that's I think that's where commercial music comes from, because it's
Mm.
palatable for ads, but now everyone's music is commercial.
Mm.
So now that's what Unskippable Ads was going on. Is that
Mm.
I first talk about Christmas, which is the biggest ad run ever, like the
Yeah.
annual advertising period. So that's
Yeah.
25th. And then 50 Shades of Black Friday.
Mm.
That's about Black Friday.
Mm.
And then continues on.
Mm.
But yeah, it's about that. It's about, the commodification of human beings, and also music.
Mm.
And yeah, and so even like the artwork,
Mm.
it shows a famous, I don't know who that guy was. I think his name was Keith for Very Mark. So
Mm.
that's the person I was thinking about when I came up with the concept of the
Mm.
artwork. But
Mm.
if you look at it, there's also references to X videos,
Mm.
and also it has small adverts on it, and at the
Mm.
bottom
Mm.
corner is unskippable ads,
Mm.
because every song now, no one is really able to listen to a song
Mm.
unless, of course, you try pay for what they receive for the ad revenue. So if you play an album, you will go through multiple ads.
Mm.
So that was the idea. I was imagining a world where you just have a long, unskippable ad, and the songs are
Mm.
very short.
Mm.
So now it's more like the adverts, are a break from the song.
Mm.
By the way, this silhouette thing I got going here, my bad for it. I was even trying to make a situation where my face is not visible, but then that would have been excessive. Anyway, yeah, that's what Unskippable Ads was about.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Um, the fact that you were
Yeah.
able to take something that's simple and put it into music. I think it's something that's amazing because it's something most people have forgotten about as well.
Uh, but I mean, it's about did I pull it off though? That's always the thing. But then, how would anyone be able to tell? Because I realize a person will go into a song,
Mm.
and depending on what they're going through that day, they will find something else other than what you were talking about.
Mm. Word. So are you still doing performances? Because I saw a lot of um on your Facebook account, on your reels. I usually see like vids of you performing.
Mm. No, um, no, I don't go outside much as of late. But
Mm,
well, I don't go outside much in general. But whenever there's like music made, it sometimes triggers invites to places. Oh
mm,
yeah, some form of sessions. But as I
mm,
said, it's not a career. So, and I don't always agree with how the performance thing is structured. But
mm.
so yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I don't know
Word.
when. Oh yeah, but there are some stuff that we're working on. I don't know what
Mm,
direction that will take. Yeah.
mm. Do you have a specific dates? Maybe so that people can get to come.
Mm-mm. I tend to not even advertise sometimes. I tend to forget to advertise, and then I only post a video
Mm,
afterwards. But nah, there isn't. There isn't like a specific event. Yeah, I'm
mm,
currently refining music though. That is currently going through post production.
mm,
New music for that I'll be dropping. So yeah.
mm. So when are you dropping new music? Is it this year also as well?
Yeah, no, it's just this year. I mean, we're still in Jan. Like it has to be
Yeah.
this year. Yeah,
Okay.
most likely sometime February. Yeah, I'm working with Magoveni for the first one.
Mm,
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy's amazing. Yeah. So we're just figuring out. We don't even have a name for it yet. Yeah, but most likely that will happen naturally when it's time to put it out because
mm,
he has something coming with Yusuf Tar
mm,
sometime. I think the 3rd of Feb. Yeah,
mm, mm,
yeah. So
mm,
so yeah. So they're still working on that. Uh huh.
mm. That's dope. That's dope. I think also maybe we should also invite him as well. You know, maybe when you guys are
Yeah.
done with the project and you guys will get to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. He can do that. He, I
Mm,
don't.
mm,
I don't know how his schedule works.
mm, mm,
Speaking of schedule, I think it was already dark this entire time, but I think uh, was this guy Escom is about to turn off electricity in a minute.
yeah. But okay,
Mm.
okay, Ochi. But for those maybe also other artists and producers that want to work with you, is there a specific way that they can contact you
The same way you did. Just hit me up via
via
inbox.
people?
Tell me,
Okay,
yeah. Tell me what's up. But yeah, my handles on Instagram.
okay.
It's Supah_Mpondo.
Mm,
Facebook is Supah Mpondo. Uh,
mm.
TikTok, I think TikTok. Can you message people on TikTok?
Yeah, again.
It's Supah Mpondo as well. Um,
Okay.
I should probably check my inbox. Is that? Yeah. Well, I deleted
Yeah.
my Twitter account, so that
Okay.
it's not a viable option. But yeah, man, that's about the size of it.
All right. All right. OG man, I appreciate you, man, for letting us speak with you. You know what I'm saying? We love the music that we do, that you guys do. Yeah, man. We hope that there'll be more conversations. You know. And
All right, word.
yeah,
Peace,
for sure.
peace, man.
Peace, man. Much love.
Likewise.
All right. Yeah, guys. Shout out, man. Shout out to Supah Mpondo. Yeah. Hope you guys will enjoy the interview. Yeah. It's mighty ecliptic anyway. Peace, guys. I'm out. Do check us out on also our social media handles, Hip Hop Nation TV on Instagram. You can check mine also as well, Ecliptic, and also on Facebook as well, Ecliptic and Hip Hop Nation TV for more content and other older interviews for those that may have not known our interviews as well. So yeah, shout out to you guys for the love, man, and for the support. Peace. I'm out.